The Prophecy of Shadows. Long ago, in a forgotten part of Edo, an oracle named Igo spoke of a time when shadows would no longer obey the sun, but rise to consume the light of the world. The only hope, he said, lay in an ancient weapon, a sword forged by the gods, hidden deep within the forest of Uenlenbani, a sword that could cut shadows themselves. The villagers laughed, thinking it was a tale for children until one evening, shadows began to move on their own. They stretched unnaturally long, whispered in strange tongues, and attacked anything that cast them. The young warrior Oba. A young and brave hunter named Oba, known for his sharp eyes and quiet spirit, was among the first to witness a shadow drag a man into the forest, leaving behind only a lifeless body. Oba's own shadow tried to choke him as he slept, and he barely survived. Oba went to the elders of Edo, and they finally believed the old prophecy. The chief elder, Ioba, gave Oba a map passed down through generations. It pointed to the hidden cave of the ancient sword of Ojimi, the sword that could sever darkness. Journey into the forest of Uenlenbani. Oba embarked on the dangerous journey, passing rivers that flowed backward, trees that whispered his name, and creatures made of shadow who tried to stop him. He reached a giant irako tree, under which lay a stone door. Carved on it were the words, "Only one who has fought his own shadow may pass." The battle with his shadow. Suddenly, Oba's own shadow rose from the ground and formed a mirror image of him, but twisted and evil. The shadow fought fiercely, using all of Oba's fears and regrets against him. Oba remembered his late mother's words, "To defeat darkness, carry light in your heart." Using his bravery and love for Edo, Oba defeated the shadow, and the door opened. The Sword of Ojimi. Inside the cave, the sword floated in midair, glowing with a soft light, as if it remembered the sun. Oba grasped it, and immediately he felt its power. It was light, but it carried the weight of the ancestors' will. When he stepped outside, the forest shrank away from him, and no shadow dared approach. Return in the final battle. Back in Edo, the village was under siege. Shadows had overtaken the market square, the palace, and even the shrines. The villagers had lit fires everywhere, but it was not enough. Oba raised the sword and called out, "I am the light of Edo, the son of the sun, bearer of the blade of Ojimi." The sword glowed like a second sun, and with each slash, shadows screamed and vanished. The end of the shadow plague. Oba reached the heart of the darkness, a massive shadow beast shaped like a lion with eyes of fire. With a single powerful cut, Oba sliced the beast's shadow from its body. It dissolved into dust, and the remaining shadows fled. As dawn broke, Edo was free. The people gathered around Oba, calling him the Shadow Cutter. Legacy of the Sword. Oba returned the sword to the cave, knowing its power was not meant for pride. Before leaving, he etched these words on the stone door, "When darkness comes again, seek the sword, and remember, the truest light is within." To this day, elders in Edo tell the tale of Oba and the ancient sword that could cut shadows, and how light, even in the darkest hour, can triumph when held by the brave. End.